Chapter 6. The Curtain Falls. Ivo and Tom walked toward the castle, catching up on everything that had happened in their lives. Ivo shared his story about George while Tom listened quietly. As Ivo spoke, his eyes welled with tears again. Tom felt sorry for him. He never cared about who Ivo loved. He only cared that his friend was hurting. Looking at Ivo, Tom said firmly, "Listen, I will always be your best friend. You can always come and talk to me. I will never judge you or ask questions you don't want to answer. But I promise you this. I will always be here to listen whenever you need me." Ivo felt warmth in his heart. He hadn't realized how much he needed to hear those words. Tom pulled him into a hug before they continued toward the castle. As they walked, Ivo looked up at the mountain. The sky was clear, and the setting sun painted the horizon in brilliant shades of orange. Wiping his tears quickly, he took a deep breath. The castle was just ahead. At the entrance, Tom handed a piece of paper with a royal seal to the guards. One of them looked at the paper, then up at Tom. "Who is Thomas Richard Johnson?" the guard asked. "That's me," Tom said. The guard then turned to Ivo. "And where is your invitation?" Ivo froze. Embarrassed, he stammered. I lost it. I couldn't find the paper." The guard narrowed his eyes. "And you are? Part of the orchestra?" No, Ivo quickly replied, lying without much thought. "I'm assisting with logistics." A tall, muscular guard studied Ivo suspiciously. With his fair skin, delicate frame and soft features, he didn't look like a servant, nor did he seem like a thief. "And what exactly will he be helping with?" the guard asked, turning to Tom. "Small tasks," Tom replied quickly. "Making sure the musicians have the right sheet music, organizing instruments, bringing water, ensuring the orchestra plays at the right moments during the ball." The guard grunted before stepping aside. "Fine, but make sure he stays out of the main ballroom once the event begins. And next time, if you ever get invited to the castle, don't lose your letter." "Yes, sir," Ivo quickly responded, bowing deeply to show his appreciation. A second guard led them inside. As they stepped into the castle, both Ivo and Tom were speechless. The castle was magnificent. The polished maple floors gleamed under the glow of grand chandeliers. Tall windows were draped in luxurious fabric, casting golden light across the hall. The pillars were carved with intricate designs, and the orchestra's seats were covered in rich velvet, with gold-plated music stands placed before each one. Ivo's mouth hung open. "Wow," he whispered in awe. "Shh," Tom nudged him. "Not so loud." "Sorry," Ivo murmured, still mesmerized. They reached a narrow corridor where a guard pointed them toward a door at the end. "That's where the rehearsal room is," he said. Tom turned to Ivo and whispered, "All right, from this point on, you're on your own. I don't know you." Ivo smirked. "Noted." Tom gave him a quick nod before disappearing into the rehearsal room. Left alone, Ivo found a dark corner where he could stay unnoticed. He sat on the cold maple floor, a slight chill running through him. "Not sure how long before the ball starts," he muttered to himself. As the musicians rehearsed in the background, Ivo's mind drifted to George. He had no idea where George lived or how he could find him. Why had I never asked about his family? His chest ached. Every night when he was alone, all he could think about was George. His face, his smile, their time together. A fresh wave of sadness washed over him, and tears began streaming down his cheeks. Exhausted, both emotionally and physically, Ivo felt his body grow heavy. His eyelids fluttered shut as he drifted into sleep. Just as he was about to doze off, Hi, it's me. Do you still remember me?" A soft voice whispered in his ear, sending a familiar warmth through his body. A neon blue light flickered to life before him. Ivo gasped. "I wasn't dreaming after all." Just like the first time, the blue fairy quickly cast a spell to silence Ivo before he could scream. "Shh," the fairy warned. "Promise me you won't scream like the last time, and I will release the spell." Ivo nodded eagerly, placing his right hand over his heart in a silent vow. The fairy smiled. "All right then." With a flick of his fingers, he released the spell. Ivo's voice returned in a breathless whisper. "You're real." The blue fairy floated closer. "I am here because you have passed your tests." Ivo's eyes widened. "Tests? Despite all the hardship, you have never changed who you are. Despite disappointment, hurt, and sorrow, you still know how to love. And now, there is one final test you must face before you receive your reward." "You don't have to," the blue fairy replied. "But tonight, you will undergo a transformation unlike anything you've ever imagined. It will take courage and honesty. You will be judged, misunderstood, and laughed at. But this is your moment to decide who you truly are. Ivo's excitement faded into fear. His face fell. Oh no. I don't think I can do this. The blue fairy placed a hand on Ivo's shoulder. Worry not. Everything will be revealed to you tonight. And remember, you are stronger than you think. Trust that we are watching over you. Ivo hesitated. Is this the last time I'll see you? The fairy's glow flickered. Perhaps. But remember, everything you need is already within you. Ivo reached out. But before he could grasp the fairy's hand, the blue glow faded, vanishing into thin air. This time he knew he wasn't dreaming. His heart raced with excitement, but also with fear. What did it mean? The final test? Everything will be revealed tonight? Ivo turned toward the rehearsal room, searching for Tom. But Tom was too focused on his music. Oh no, Ivo realized. I wasn't supposed to be here. He quickly retreated into the shadows, feeling nervous, but also, for the first time in a long while, excited. Something big was about to happen, and whatever it was, Ivo had no idea how much it would change his life.